so let's just get right into it. First trade of the day. Sorry guys, I'm a little happy. So yeah, this will be my official first trade of my challenge. A little recap of what's going on. I signed up for 2 FTMOs. I'm supposed to be trading one at 1%, the other one at 2% risk, right? I went over the strategy before, but you're going to get pretty much a rundown of the strategy right now as it is. And you're going to see if I can pass the challenge, and this way you guys help me hold myself accountable for the trades that I'm taking, right? So strategy, you mark up basically midnight, right? And then 8:30. You gotta be up at 8:30. And 8:30 is right there. Okay. So in between that time frame, you're gonna mark off the highest point and the lowest point. So the highest point is this wick right here, and the lowest point is that wick right there. And all we're waiting for is from 8:30 to 11. That's my time frame to trade, is for a break of the higher low, and then we're gonna wait for a reversal to happen. And then we're gonna enter in either on a fair value gap or on an OTE. So this is today's trade. And let me drop down to the minute, because we're entering on the minute time frame. And let's see if we get a break of the high or the low. All right. So price was just playing around up until I think it was 9:30. And let's see. 9:30 comes, bam, break of the high. Okay, so at this point, we're looking for a sell, right? We're looking for the reversal to happen. Let's play price out a little bit. Keeps going up. Okay, at this point, I consider this the lower low, the higher low, a little bit of a pullback that happened that needs to be broken for there to be a change of character, right? For there to be a reversal in play. So right now I'm looking for the break. Let's use this one right here. The break of this wick. And the only reason why I consider it a low is because I look at like a grouping of 3 candles. The middle candle has to be lower than the candle to the left and the candle to the right. And that's it. That's how I look at it. Let's see. We took out some liquidity up here, right? Continue to go up. Let's see if there's another low that's formed. And no, we never get another low that's formed. So we're still looking for this low to be broken, right? So at this point, I'm looking for price to come break this low, and more than likely, if there's no fair value gap at the discount zone, I'll be looking for an OTE. Okay, so at this point is where I grab my fib, the top to the bottom, right there. And I'm going to enter on the 61. Okay, so on the 61, short position here. All right. And we're going to target a 1 to 2 or 2 to 1, however it goes. Right there. All right. The reason why I didn't go in on this fair value gap is if you take a look at it, right, it's below the 50% mark. So it's not in a discount zone, so I'm not going to take that. The risk to reward's just not there. So that's the whole reason for me not taking that from that fair value gap. let's see if price plays out. Now remember, I am taking partials at a 1-to-1. So let me just mark up a 1-to-1. Let's see, a 1-to-1 would be, let's just do it this way. Take this to 1-to-1. Right there. And then we'll drop another one as a 1-to-2. All right. Let's see how price plays out. All right, we're tagged in, and we hit 1-to-1. So right there, I take 50% of my position off. Meaning, if it comes back to stop me out, I'm break even. Why do I do it that way instead of bringing my stops to break even? Is that I've noticed more than not, price likes to come back to my entry before hitting TP, meaning that I'm going to get stopped out a lot, right? This way, it gives me a chance to make $1,500. So if I'm risking 1% on 100K, that's $1,000, right? If I secure profit at a 1-to-1, I secured $500, leaving $500 risk to run. If that $500 risk runs to TP, I just made a total of $1,500, right? So I would end up making 1.5 per trade. Let's see how price plays out. We go into some drawdown, more drawdown. Price starts coming down. Okay. At this point here, I would move my my stops to break even. It's at a point where it's close enough to my TP where if it reverses on me, more than likely I'm going to get stopped out. And instead of losing money or not making any money, I'd rather secure something, if that makes any sense. So let's see. Price reverses. And then eventually price, I was break even, so price stops me out. And just for, you know, shits and giggles, you can see that I get stopped out eventually. So today's trade as a whole, I ended up making 0.5%, right? 0.5, 0.50%, 0.5% on one of the accounts, which was $500. And then I ended up making $1,500 on the other account because I secured $1,000, but my break evens made a couple $100, so I ended up making 1.5% on those accounts. So I have one account at $500, and the other account is sitting at 1.5% gain. So not too bad. Hopefully tomorrow I get a better day. Even if I don't, I'm going to continue the strategy. And honestly, I just want to say how grateful I am to everybody out there and to YouTube and everything else, because this is the only way, unfortunately, for me to keep myself accountable. Because I feel like if I don't stick to my trading plan, I'm letting somebody down out there. But meanwhile, when I try to trade by myself, don't ask me why, I'm not able to do it. And I just want to say thank you. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.